This is Devil Raider Armory with a mass driver compensator upgrade to a PSA Dagger. Hey, good morning. I am the armorer here at Devil Raider Armory. I am going to show you how to install a mass driver compensator for this one is made for specifically for a G19 compact gun. However, a clone of it is the PSA Dagger, chambered in 9mm. So we will be installing this compensator onto this gun. First and foremost, we're going to go ahead and clear the gun. Obviously, there's nothing in the magazine well, so we're going to go ahead and rack it back. We'll see that there's nothing in there. I do like to take the flashlight and just show, and I do like to shine it in there so that you can see the light and everything. So that is my little thing. So now that the gun in itself is cleared out, we're going to send it forward and we're going to go ahead and dismantle the gun, taking the slide off. Obviously, remember, pull the trigger forward so that it'll slide off. We're not working with this, so we'll set this aside. So we need to replace this rod and spring. Here's the plate adapter, here's the compensator, here's recoil rod and spring, and then the additional spring and lug bolt in itself. So taking this rod and spring out and setting it aside, and we're going to go ahead, we need to make sure that we attach this adapter. Keep in mind, this adapter has a little beveled lip right here, and it'll sit inside this area right here. Make sure that the flat area goes up towards the barrel, and it'll slide into place like that. Now, another tidbit of information is this thing is not round, it's squared. As this rod is not round, it's squared. So we need to keep all that in mind. Now, the other thing to keep in mind is this is not oval, this is not square. It's oval on one end and not so oval on the other side. This will sit in this on the barrel through there with the oval end up, as you'll see there. So the first thing we need to do is go ahead and attach the spring to the rod. I find it easiest to kind of set it up here like that, keeping this all in place. Once we push it down and get it all compressed and the rod through the hole, then we can change the position of the rod, the slide, and we get it through and on. There's your first portion of that. The next portion is your compensator to your barrel, or to your barrel and slide. Go ahead and put the spring in there. Now, from this point on, if you know that this is going to be a permanent fixture or not, you can go ahead and use some thread lock. You have, in order to dismantle this gun, you have to take the compensator off. So keeping that in mind, what you put on here is going to make this make or break your teardown, easy or not. So I'm going to leave it off for the time being because I'm not too dead set on if I want to keep it on or not. So tightening it on. Now, something to keep in mind, there is a little bit of play there. It's not exactly connected towards it's static. It's kind of dynamic. It's kind of dynamic where it's movable. This hole though, this end is a lot bigger than the actual end of the barrel, so you're not going to get the bullet to hit the end of the compensator. Finally, you just go ahead and just reconnect the slide to the gun and then do a functions check. So three and a dummy round functions check to make sure that it basically, you want to chamber, you want to feed, you want to chamber, you want to lock and unlock. So again, there we go, it would rack back. PSAs back. That was a terrible function check, however, you get the gist. That is a modified PSA Dagger. Go ahead and leave me a comment on what you think, what I can do better or did just right. Thank you so much.